Starting to ground down. Bringing your mind into the present moment. Setting aside everything that's yet to come today and just allowing yourself this time, your body, your mind. Bringing your focus to the breath. Long inhales, equally long exhales. During your practice, your breath is probably going to speed up. But when you come back to down dog, let that be the point where you try to slow it down again. Trying to keep that breath coming in and out through the nose. But if you get overheated or if the breath gets too fast, you can always breathe out through your mouth. And on your next exhale, taking your hands over to the left, reaching as far to the left as you can, stretching the right side of your body from the fingertips all the way to the hips. Inhale back through center, and exhale, take the hands over to the right. Inhale back through center. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulders together onto your back, and then lift your hands either towards the ceiling or pull them towards the wall behind you. And exhale, release them down back to the top of the mat. On an inhale, coming up to all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And going through a few cat-cows, using your breath to lead your movement. Finding that movement and breath connection. Going through one more round. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, right fingertips rise all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, thread it through, come down onto the shoulder. You could take your left leg out to the side if you want. You can play around with the placement of your left hand. Inhale, bring the leg back in. Use the left hand, push yourself up. Right fingertips rise and set it down. Inhale, left fingertips rise. Exhale, thread it through. Option to bring the right leg out to the side. Inhale, bring the leg back in. Using the right hand, push yourself up, left fingertips rise. Set it down. Take some organic movement, maybe side to side, front and back, circles, stretching wrists, stretching the neck. Inhale back to neutral. On your next inhale, right leg goes straight out behind you and left hand comes forward. Find your balance, pull your belly button in, push through your heel, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg goes back, right hand comes forward. Long spine. Exhale, set it down. Back to the right leg, left arm. This time, take it out to a T. So take your left arm out to the side, your right leg out to the side. Inhale through center and exhale, set it down. Left leg, right hand. Out to a T. Back through center and set it down. Inhale, tucking your toes. Exhale, pushing back, down dog. Taking movement. Finding what feels good for you today. Playing around with your foot placement. Making sure fingers are spread wide. Pushing through the tops of each finger, through the fingertips to take the pressure off the wrists. Shoulders are engaged. Chest is pushing back towards the thighs and head hangs heavy. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Almost having like that cat pose in your back, rounding your upper back, pushing through your hands, pushing through your shoulders. And then exhale, push back to down dog. 4 more times with your breath. Inhales, bring you forward. Exhales, push you back. Keep your core tight the whole time. And then on your next inhale, walking your feet forward to meet your hands, just folding forward. You can bend your knees, grab your elbows, sway, rock. Stretching the back of the legs. Releasing the hands down. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up to standing, reaching up, looking up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes. Take a moment. Think of one thing you're grateful for. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Take a flow or push back to down dog. Inhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Interlace your fingers at the top, leaving your first fingers out. Ground down through your feet. Pull up on your kneecaps, pull your belly button in. Wiggle to find length between your ribs and your hips, and then straighten your arms. Keep those straight arms, and then pull over to the right. Pulling your left shoulder back a little bit. Inhale up through center. Set it all up again. Ground down through the feet. Pull up on the kneecaps. Pull the belly button in. Wiggle for length. Straighten the arms, and then pull over to the left. Right shoulder pulls back. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Take your flow or push back to down dog. Inhale, walker float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Interlace the fingers at the top, leaving the first finger out again. Ground down through the feet. Pull up on the kneecaps, pull the belly button in, wiggle for length, straighten the arms, and then if you want, come into a slight back bend, keeping your arms by your ears. So make sure the arms come back with you. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. One more time. Inhale, walker float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe take movement in the ankle, the knee, or the hip. And then straighten the leg, step it forward, high lunge. So staying on the ball of the back foot. Lifting that heel, strong back leg, sinking into the front knee. Tailbone tuck, belly button pulls in. Exhale, hands come down, step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hip. Taking movement if you wish. Straighten the leg, step it forward, high lunge. Checking in, front knee is over front ankle. Knee is pushing out to the side, not falling in. Pulling up on the back kneecap. Lower ribs pull in, don't let your ribs flare out. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. Slowly start to drop the left knee down, low lunge. In low lunge, your knee can come past your ankle if you want because you have the support of the other knee. So if you want to push forward a little bit and stretch that hip a little bit more, you can. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, take a flow, or push back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. Drop that right knee down, low lunge. And setting up whatever works for you in this low lunge. You could keep the back toes tucked or untuck them. You can push forward a little bit, knowing you have options. Both hands down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. This time, take your left hand to the mat, right hand opens up, coming into a revolved high lunge. And then staying with your hands the way they are, drop your left knee down, coming into a revolved low lunge. Both hands come down to the mat, step back, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, take your foot. Inhale, left leg rises, step it forward, high lunge. Right hand to the mat, left hand opens up. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Both hands to the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. You must have been gradually moving backwards. Drop your left knee down, low lunge. Both hands come down to frame your front foot. Push back, runner's lunge or half split. Toes can be pointed or flexed, your choice. Pushing back forward into your front foot. Both hands to the mat, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, take your flow. Moth just flew at me. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. Drop the left knee down, low lunge. Both hands come down, frame your front foot, push back, runner's lunge or half split. Pushing back forward into that front foot, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. Left knee comes down, low lunge. Both hands come down, frame your front foot, push back, runner's lunge, half split. Push back forward into that front foot. Both hands come on the inside of the right foot. Setting up for lizard, so stepping that foot out to the side and then taking whatever option feels good to you today. You can come onto the pinky toe side of that foot, let the knee fall out, come down to your forearms, put one hand on the knee. Lots of options. If you want to be crazy, you can tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. It's a little bit more of an intense stretch. Coming back up onto your hands. If you haven't already, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it forward, high lunge. Dropping the right knee down, low lunge. Both hands frame your front foot. Push back, runner's lunge, half split. Pushing back forward into your left foot. Both hands come on the inside of that foot. Set up for lizard on this side, whatever that looks like for you today. Doesn't have to be the same as the other side. Coming back up onto your hands. If you haven't already, tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, step back, take your flow. Take a big breath in, long breath out. Inhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight is in the heels. You can see your toes. Tailbone tucked a little bit. Belly button pulls in. Arms are by your ears. Usually, a lot of people hold them out a little further in front. Try to pull them back by your ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, take your flow. And take a child's pose. Rest your arms. You might even take your arms by your side and hands back towards your heels. Let your shoulders roll forward. Well, you're already here. You can't leave now. You're just psyching yourself up for the next flow. Take 3 more deep breaths. And after the third, come back into your down dog. The same 3 breaths that you take like when you're in pigeon, not really 5 breaths because you're in child's pose. One more flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Bring it forward, warrior 1. Checking in, pushing through that back heel all the way up through that back leg, trying to square the hips, sinking low into that front knee. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Bring it forward, warrior 1. Check in, tailbone tucked, belly button in, pushing through that back heel. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, warrior 1. Open warrior 2. Check in, squeezing your shoulders together behind you, reaching equally with both hands, tucking the tailbone, pulling the belly button in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it forward, warrior 1. Open warrior 2. Squeeze those shoulders together. Shoulders are directly over hips. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, warrior one. On an exhale, open warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse reach back. Come forward, extended side angle. Forearm can come to the thigh or hand can come to the floor. Inhale, come back up into your warrior two, and exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Bring it forward, warrior one. Exhale, open warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse reach back. Come forward, extended side angle on this side. Inhale, back up into your warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back, take your flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, warrior one. Open warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse reach back. Come forward, extended side angle. Coming back up into your reverse warrior, straightening your back or your front leg as you come back. And then reach forward, drop down, triangle pose. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it forward, warrior one. Exhale, open warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse reach back. Come forward, extended side angle. Inhale, come back into your reverse warrior, straightening your front leg as you come back. And exhale, come forward, triangle. Inhale, back up. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, take your flow. We're gonna add two more poses onto that all together right now, instead of doing it chaturanga in between each, and then you're done with this flow, just so you know. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, warrior one. Open warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse reach back. Come forward, extended side angle. Back up into your reverse warrior, straightening your front leg. Reach forward, drop down, triangle. Both hands come down to frame your front foot. Step your back foot in a little bit, but keep the toes turned out to the side. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs and square the hips. Fold forward, pyramid. Push through your heels, pull up on your kneecaps. Pushing the right hip back and pulling the left hip forward. And then walking your hands towards your left foot, so towards the long edge of your mat. Come into a wide straddle, so you can readjust your feet if you want to take them wider. Maybe take the heels out a little further than the toes so that the heels are the furthest part of your body. And then just fold forward here. Lots of options for your hands. You can reach for your ankles. You can walk your hands between your feet. You can play around with putting weight into your toes. If you want to play around with tripod, you can do that right now. No takers. Just throwing options out there. You don't have to take any of them. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up to standing. Turning towards the top of your mat. Cartwheel your hands down, step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it forward, warrior one. Exhale, open warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse reach back. Come forward, extended side angle. Come back up into your reverse warrior with a straight front leg. Reach forward, drop down triangle. Both hands come down to frame your front foot. Step your back foot in a little bit. Toes turn out to the side. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten the legs. Square the hips. Exhale, fold forward. Really trying to push those hips towards square. And then walking your hands towards your right foot to the long edge of the mat. Readjusting your feet if you want. And coming into that forward fold. Letting the upper body fall heavy. Trying to release any tension that's in your neck or your jaw, your face. Inhale, slowly coming up to standing. Turning towards the top of the mat. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back. Take your flow. Take a big breath in. A long breath out. Inhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. I don't know what triggered it right then. Inhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. So we're going to do two balancing poses, and I'm going to give you the choice of which two you do. Everybody kind of has a preference of what they do. So your choice, you could do tree pose. So you're going to pick two. So you could do tree pose, dancer's pose, half moon, warrior three, hand to big toe, figure four, toe stand, crow if you feel like doing that. Any balancing. So you got two balancing poses that you can choose. So set up on your right side for the first one. Oh, dancer's pose, that's another one. Eagle pose. Those are two more. I forgot. So whatever you want to work on. I know different bodies, like different things are easier and different things are harder. So I like to kind of give you guys the options of what you want to work on. You're gonna make it hard for people to balance. I can let it down though. Yes. You're gonna have to wait till after class. And then start finishing up on this side so that you can go to the next side. And knowing knowing the basic balancing principles of pushing down through your foot, pushing down through the big toe of the balancing foot, pulling up on your kneecap, pulling your belly button in. Those are all pretty standard no matter which balancing pose you're doing. Finishing up on this side. Then setting up for your second one, whichever one you choose. Starting on the right side. No, so you'll just keep doing it. Yeah. So you're just going to do a real long crow. Yeah. 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 I mean, if you can't get them up that high, just to squeeze in, like squeeze, you know, wherever they come. Yeah, you're lifting your butt up. Yeah. 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 No, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. You got to pull your abs in. You got to round your back like that cat pose. Like, yeah, that helps. Yes, yes, me too. Yep. And then look in front of you, not down. Yep, yep. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't tell you to switch sides, but I think you guys all did anyway, so. You're almost there. You just got to keep working on it. And then release this side. Shake it out. We're going to come down onto your back on the mat. So wherever you're at, you can just find your way there. You don't have to do a flow or anything like that. Unless you want to. Take rest. Slow your breath. Slow your heart rate. We're going to set up for bridge pose. We're going to do 2 bridge pose, and then I'll give you the option for wheel on the third one. So you can, just so you know what's coming. So heels are hip distance apart, or feet are hip distance apart, heels are close to your butt. On an inhale, lifting up, lifting the hips, the lower back, the middle back. Even though your feet are apart, it's the action of squeezing your thighs towards each other. So they're not going to touch, but squeeze them towards each other. Squeeze your glutes and lift up. Lots of options for your arms and your hands. Taking whichever works for you. Exhale, release down. Take your feet wide, let your knees fall in on each other. Setting up for a second bridge pose, bringing the feet back into place. On an inhale, lifting up. You could clasp your hands underneath. You could grab for the edges of your mat. You could bend your elbows, push through your upper arms. Lots of options. Exhale, release down. Feet come wide, knees fall in. One more time, bridge or wheel, your choice. On the inhale, pushing up. Exhale, slowly lowering down. Soles of the feet come together, knees fall out wide. Take your hands somewhere on your torso that brings you comfort. Bringing your knees back up, feet back to the floor. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh. Right foot is flexed, pushing your knee away from the body. Then if you want, reaching through for your shin or your thigh. Trying to stay on the center of your spine, not rolling to one side or the other. Exhale, release down. Switching it out. Left ankle over right thigh, flex your foot, push the knee away. And if you want, reach through for the shin or the thigh. Exhale, slowly releasing down. Bringing both knees into the chest. Take one hand on each knee. Take them in big circles, opposite direction. in reverse directions. And then we'll come into the inversion of your choice. So you can take shoulder stand, headstand, handstand, tripod, legs up against the wall, just laying on your back with your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Whatever option you choose, you could even just take an extended happy baby. Just trying to get your feet above your head. If you're completely upside down, give yourself some time to take a child's pose. And then slowly rolling yourself out from whatever position you're in. And coming into your happy baby. Grabbing for the outside edges of the feet. Pulling the knees in towards the armpits. Push your tailbone down. Bringing your knees back together. Opening your arms out to a T. On an exhale, dropping your knees over to the right. Push through your left shoulder. Inhale through center. And exhale, drop the knees to the left, push through the right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Taking any last moves that are calling to you. When you're ready, finding a comfortable resting position. Letting yourself release down fully. Doing a quick body scan. Noticing if you're holding tension anywhere. I'm trying to release it. Taking one more big deep breath in. On the exhale, release everything not serving you. Let it go. Shavasana. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back. Small movements in fingers and toes, and ankles and wrists. Rolling the head side to side. Taking the arms overhead for one last big full body stretch. Rolling over onto one side. Taking one last moment. Appreciation for the body and the breath. and the earth supporting you. With your eyes still closed, making your way to a seated position and bringing your hands to heart center. I thank each of you for coming to practice today, taking time to honor your body and your mind. And thank you for allowing me to guide you. I hope the rest of your day is filled with happiness and love. Thumbs to forehead center. Namaste. Thank you guys.